fellow diamond painting addicts, and welcome back to Diamond Painting Anonymous. I'm Daphne, and I'm here today to kit up my next project. The project that I'm going to be working on is the Oasis project, which is the portrait that I got from Distracted by Diamonds, and I'll throw a picture of it up over there. But I wanted to get it kitted up so that I have it ready to go. I'm still working on my Bubble Girl kit, but I wanted to get this one ready to go. So the stickers came on photo paper. It is not sticker paper. So I cut everything down and I ran it through my Xyron sticker maker, and then I cut all the stickers apart so that I can put them on my containers. All the drills came in baggies and nothing has a super huge amount of drills. So I'm not going to be using any of the largest Elizabeth Ward containers, but I do have some this size because I think I do have a couple of colors that I need these largest size for. This medium size, I think I've got several, but I do also have a lot of the small ones pulled out because I think those are going to get used as well. So I'm just going to kind of play it by ear and see how things go, and I'm just going to start kitting things up. So the first thing I need to do is get stickers on everything. So these actually are a little bit thick because it was photo paper, so they're kind of stiff actually. I'm trying to look at how many drills I've got of each one. I think the first two I'll put in this size, and then the next two I'll put in this tiny size, and then I'll just start kitting them up. Hopefully, and I'm going to be using my Elizabeth Ward funnel from Sasha's 3D Printing. If you want one of these for yourself, just look up Sasha's 3D Printing on Facebook. I'm hoping I don't run into a bunch of static with these. Okay, so that turned out to be a good size for that. Anyway, I'm hoping I don't run into a bunch of static. So Sasha's 3D Printing, just find her on Facebook and send her a message. Last I knew anyway, that's how you got a hold of her to get one of these funnels 3D printed. She'll send you an invoice, and then after you pay, she'll print them. Interestingly, these started at $310. I don't think I've ever had a kit that I remember anyway where the drills started all the way in the 300s. Usually there's at least some 100s or 200s, but not with this one. I also don't have any ABs to go with this one. I haven't gone through my stash yet to see. All right, let me lay these out and see what sizes I need. I think for this one, I'll use this middle size. That's 413. And then everything else can go in the very smallest containers. I don't know if I'm going to have enough of these small containers. I may go back and have to pull some more. I pulled out all of my extra ones because I thought I was going to use all of them, but I guess I'll see now. Make sure I'm getting everything in the right order here. I don't know if you guys are going to be able to hear it. I will try to edit it out. The snowstorm that was supposed to hit us definitely hit us. Whoa. Oh my gosh, you guys. Another reason I love this thing. It didn't spill. They spilled out into the funnel, but didn't spill out into the tray, even though I knocked it over. So, yay. And only one piece of static so far. Anyway, the storm that was supposed to hit us has most certainly hit us. My son came downstairs this morning and had me go upstairs because there was snow in that uninsulated room on the second floor. So we had to sweep up all of the snow, and we filled a bucket. Kind of crazy. I should take pictures of it. We'll probably have to do it again because the snow comes in through the eaves when it's really windy, and it wasn't super windy earlier, but it is now. I'm also waiting to see what happens with everybody back home. Everybody was off on Monday for President's Day, which is good because my oldest is still not feeling well. She's feeling better, but still not feeling great. So she was excited that she didn't have to drive into work. All right, let's see here. Definitely, I think I'm going to use this size for that one. And then all of the rest of these can go in very small containers. I've got 50 colors here, so we'll see how long it takes before I run out. So 722 is going to go on there. This is 500. Just doing everything out of order, but that's okay. Anyway, they're supposed to get a couple, well, they were saying over a foot back home. Like, I can't believe all of the snow, both here and at home. I mean, we haven't gotten snow in Kansas like that in years. And here, it's just blowing around so much. We can hear it, of course, blowing around upstairs. I mean, it's behind, the uninsulated room is behind another door, so it doesn't get in that house proper, but you can hear it blowing, and I'm really just hoping that we're not going to lose power. They were saying that the wind was going to die down this afternoon, but that has not happened yet. All right, so let me put this one in here. And I've got a couple of these peach colors I may need to put in one this size as well. And I'm also, this time, not doing what I usually do, which is, oh, I could have put that one in a smaller one. Bummer. Okay, so maybe these two will only get put in that medium size instead of the large size. Anyway, they were saying the wind was going to die down. Hubby and I went out and shoveled some snow earlier, and the snow plows have been by for the roads. And somebody came by and snowplowed our driveway because our landlord pays someone to do that. Those can definitely go in there. These two can go in this size. Anyway, so they came and plowed the driveway, but it's still, hubby and I kind of had to dig out the cars and then dig out a walkway on the side of the house where the door is so that we could get in and out. Not that we've gone anywhere. I'm glad we went and got groceries when we did, because I certainly did not want to have to get out today. Today, we have been binge watching. A little bit of static with this one. Okay, let me get that closed. Okay, that looks much better. That filled it up much better than that smaller size. I'm happy with that. Binge watching some TV shows, because we knew we weren't going to be getting out anywhere today. Let's see if this one is going to fit in there. Nothing's sticking to the funnel. Let me get them all pushed in there so I can close the lid. Okay, so that worked out for those. So it's been kind of nice to just sit around today and just watch TV, which is not something I do very often. I haven't even diamond painted anything today, which I probably should do. So after we have dinner and watch some more of the show we're currently binging, we might do that. All right, so let's see these colors here. What do I want to do? I think that one, that one, that one. Those two can for sure be the small one. I'll do that one as well. I've got 50 colors, so I don't know if I'm going to have to go get some additional sizes here, if I can get them all filled up. I'm doing things a little bit different in that I am just putting them in the Elizabeth Ward case in DMC order rather than putting all of the sizes together, which is what I usually do when I'm using my Elizabeth Ward case. All right, if I get these all done, then I'm almost halfway through, which will be good. So I'll show you what I'm doing with the tray and how I'm doing it differently when I get finished. I also want to go through all of my colors here and see which ones I have ABs for. I'm pretty sure I have 814 ABs, but I'm pretty sure I also haven't used them with anything that calls for 814 because they look kind of purpley instead of dark red. I think I've got some 820s and some 823s, so maybe I'll throw some of those in. A lot of these blues are going to be in her hair, so I think it would be okay to include those as ABs. The only thing I really want to stay away from is the peaches because that's her skin. But anything else I think is going to be fair game. I'm super excited that these do not have static so far. And hopefully I didn't just jinx myself. So this one, this is number 24. I'm always amazed at watching or listening to other people talk about how they diamond paint, just because it's always so interesting to see how people do things differently. Like for me, I diamond paint by symbol, and I've said that many times. So when I'm looking at the canvas, I'm just looking at the canvas going, okay, I need this little video camera symbol, whatever that is, or I need this little arrow symbol. I find the corresponding symbol in my tray and then I diamond paint with that. I don't, when I'm diamond painting, actually pay any attention to the actual DMC, and I don't pay any attention to the serial number. So like these are all numbered 1 through 50. And I know there are a lot of people who will just number all of their containers 1 through 50, 1 through 60, whatever. And then they use the schematic on the canvas to say, okay, this is the symbol, go to the legend, find the symbol, that's number 27, then go to their tray and find number 27. I just feel like that's an extra step. Plus, there's always a chance I'm going to confuse myself and forget what number it is that I'm looking for before I get to the actual symbol. This one is pretty full. I'm going to try and put it in here. We'll see if I can get it all in there. Could have gone one size up, but I thought I could get them all in here. Let's see if I can. Maybe. Nope, should have gone with the larger size. Okay. So here's the thing. Let's see if I can just, well, let me dump some of these out here. Then I can just dump them in like that. And now I can just dump all of these like that. Okay, and then I just need to move my sticker over. Oops, looks like there's one still stuck in there. Okay, so that one is now filled up. Then, how many of these do I have left? I'm going to have to go get some of the additional smaller ones because it looks like I'm going to run out of not only what was in this tray, but all the extra ones that I pulled as well. Ooh, I'm pretty sure I have 996 as a specialty drill, either an AB or a fairy just, so definitely need to go through and pull those. This is actually going pretty quickly. They're coming out of here without any static, so that's good. And so far I've only filled up half the tray, and I'm over halfway done with the drills, so I should be able to get everything to fit in the tray that I want, which is not always the case, so that's nice. It is so windy out there. I'm kind of scared to see what the snow is going to look like, even though hubby and I went out and shoveled some. We cleared off a walkway, but I don't know if it's still going to be there after all of this snow. And it was not fun cleaning it all off. I mean, I've purchased a lot of winter items, but I needed some ski goggles out there. The wind was blowing so hard. All right, so I've got 2 of these small sizes left. Those can definitely go there. That one can take that size, but these I definitely need the smaller size. So let me go grab some more of these and I will be right back. All right, I've grabbed some more. We'll see if that's going to be enough or if I'm gonna need to go get some more before I finish kitting all of these up. Hubby and I were talking today after we went outside and cleaned off all the snow. We came back inside and I said, and people just went to work like this was a regular day? And he said, yeah. And I was like, I don't know if I want to do this. I mean, it's nice with all the snow being able to be snuggled up in the house and not have to go anywhere or do anything, but it's not going to be like that forever. I mean, I guess we get warnings and all that kind of stuff, but you know, a lot of times the weather they predict, you don't get everything that they say you're going to. Oh boy, howdy, we're getting it this time. And it just seems like it's one storm after another. That's the crazy thing. Like even back home, I was talking to my sister and they've had so many snow days already. don't know if they're going to have enough in their calendar to cover everything, because it's supposed to be not only snowy back home, but ooh, the wind is really picking up. Hopefully I'll be able to edit that out so you guys can't hear it. I did take some pictures earlier, but I don't know how well they turned out. I haven't looked at my camera yet, so we'll see if there's anything for me to include for you guys to look at. My youngest asked me if we were going to go walking last night, if we were going to get up and go walking this morning, and I was like, no, I'm pretty sure we're not going. And about midnight last night, it started snowing. Big, nice, heavy flakes, and there was no wind, so it was gently floating down. It looks so pretty. And then we get up this morning and it's just blowing everywhere. Crazy. But I guess something we'll get used to now that we're here. All right. Making headway with this one. I actually can't wait to see what this one turns out like. I've done a couple of Distracted by Diamonds. One of the things that I actually liked about Distracted by Diamonds was because it's an Etsy shop, stuff in her store is very limited. They only do limited amounts of canvases, so it's one of those things where it really is kind of a FOMO thing. If you don't get it, it may not be there when you go back. And this one, like I said, I'm not usually a big portrait person, but this one just looks so intriguing with the colors and everything that I just thought, I'm going to get this one and try it. And I enjoyed both of the other kits that I did from Distracted by Diamonds. Now, I've only done rounds. Both of the other kits that I did were rounds. I haven't done any squares, because some companies do really, really great with squares and rounds, but then some companies do really, really good with rounds and not so great with squares. I was actually watching somebody critique a diamond dot square, which I have never done before. And I like diamond dots. I really like their round drills. They're a little annoying in that they don't use the DMC codes, but I understand why they don't. But I love their rounds. However, I've never done a square from them, and I was watching somebody critique one of their squares. And it looked really good when it was done, but the drills were a little bit weird. So now I'm kind of curious to go maybe pick one up for myself and see what it's like, because the local store here had some diamond dot squares. Okay, so that was the last color. Let me show you what the tray is going to look like, and then I'm probably going to go pull some ABs. So here is my tray, and you can see I've got some room because I just put everything in here kind of in DMC order. So I started here with the 310, which was the first one, then I've just kind of worked my way down. Like I said, I didn't need a lot of the bigger sizes, so more room in the tray for those. But that means that I can basically put all of my ABs that I'm going to pull here, and we'll see how that goes. Like I said, I want to stay away from the peaches because I know those are skin colors. I don't know about some of these browns, if those will be skin colors as well. But certainly anything that's like these turquoises, yellow, blues, greens, some of these darker reds, I might be able to get away with pulling some ABs as well. I probably won't do any 310 ABs because I'm going to assume that those are going to be like shadows and stuff. But the 939s and some of these dark blues, definitely I think I can get away with those. Putting those in her hair and having it look okay. All right, that's it for me today, guys. Thanks so much for sticking around till the end of the video. Before you leave, don't forget to do all the things. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Hit that subscribe button if you haven't already, and hit that bell notification icon so that you can be informed of future uploads. And as always, guys, thanks so much for watching.